Carl Edwards came out of Missouri as an unknown and has skyrocketed to fame in NASCAR racing in both the Nationwide Series and the Sprint Cup Series, already a 16-time winner at the top level. The driver, number 99, Ford for Roush Fenway Racing, Carl Edwards.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up?
We like to call him Cousin Carl.
Cousin Carl. Cousin Carl's walking a lot better here the last few weeks.
A lot better. I talked to my doctor today, and he said that everything's healing up fine. So that's good. That is good. I still got to wear this boot.
I was getting ready to say, they don't look no Justin boot to me.
It's not a Justin boot, but it's there. Here, check it out.
Yeah.
I've been wearing it out. The bottom's a little worn out. I've been hiking.
Well, something tells me you could use a boot that size on your right foot. It's just placed there.
That's what somebody said. They said you don't even have to take that off to race. You just hold it wide open. So, yeah, this is going to be crazy. I mean, you guys talked about it. Practice was wild. I mean, it started and it's like people were up by the fence.
7 minutes into it.
I was like, Bob, I even told Bob, I said, Bob, you want me to go up here and race? What do you want me to do? And,
well, then tell us about that. We were on board with you when it all happened, and we thought that you had done something, but when we started looking back, it really started at the very front of the pack. Looked like maybe with the 24 and the 88, they kind of got together, and it started a domino effect, and the guy who got the worst end of it was the 77, as well as Clint Boyer.
Yeah, all I heard was, it looks like the 24 is slow, and then everybody in front of me stopped. And I was like, man, Sam, sorry about this. But, I was on the brake, and I hit him as straight as I could. Luckily, it folded up his left rear of his car and didn't, spin him. And then Clint did a good job at, getting on the binders and wrecked himself. But
this is what we saw. We were listening to you. We heard you get on the binder, and it just like, you're trying to slow down, but you could see everybody in front of you had already kind of like stopped and went.
Yeah, you can see those front cars up there slowing down a little bit. It happens so quick. Everybody just checks up, and it's a little bit of a
I was trying to explain to them how hard it is to see through these cars.
Yeah, you're right. And I look back through my back window, I got more braces than ever. And so I mean, it's harder and harder. The more bracing you put back there, you can't see past the wing. You can't see through the window.
You know what this is like?
It feels really good.
You know what this is like?
Yeah, it's fun.
To me, it reminds me of Junior's old mules. You put blinders on these drivers, and you just kind of
got the blinder's not supposed to be right here.
Yeah,
that's a problem. You forget how fast you're going. You're driving along, and then something happens. You're like, man, that's
pick up speed.
Yeah, for sure.
Carl, when kids are growing up, I think they dream of maybe making highlight reels, whatever sport they choose to go in. You're kind of making Talladega highlight reels the hard way. It needs to be a little easier than what you've done the last two races here.
Yeah, it's been ugly. But
this was a year ago.
Yeah, that was a great one, huh? Somehow I magically wrecked just about every one of my teammates in that one. That's frustrating. It's the deal is, as I said after that wreck, I'm always worried about the idiots, and I was the idiot in that one. And it's a hard place to race. You can wait till the very end. Look here, 200 yards from the finish, and you can still end up on your roof wrecked and in the fence. But crazy thing about this one is Blake Bobbitt that was injured. I get to meet her this weekend on Sunday. She's doing really well. She's actually going to come back to the races, and she's a cool chick.
Now, the funny thing about this, and I don't know if we have this part, is you got out of your car and you said, I'm going to complete 188 laps, and you decided, were you just venting frustration, or what were you trying to accomplish here?
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, it is Talladega. My brother pointed out, and he's right. I did think it might have counted too. So it was
worth the effort. You didn't have that far to go.
I'm not going to not go.
That's
right.
It was
right there. So yeah. Hopefully, I make it across with the car. I should have taken the transponder.
That's what you should have done.
That's what I should have done. So it would have clicked over on the scoreboard. But next time I will take.
Words of thought.
Whoa. You want to do it next time?
No, I don't want to, but the way these things are, I mean, Elliot, you said it.
Yeah.
There's bound to be something crazy happening.
I flipped two races here in a row, once on the backstretch and once at the start-finish line, and you try to think to yourself, what do I need to do different? Do I race in the back for a little while? Do I run up front? You never know where the wreck is going to be, so How do you race Talladega? What is the correct way?
I don't know, man. That's the question. And I've done it both ways, and I've wrecked both ways. And,
yeah, because that wreck in the spring, I think you ran 35th or worse about 160 laps of the race.
Right, and then I went up there and started to race, and that didn't work out. So but I've seen the leaders wreck, obviously, right there. You know,
you can run, but you
going
can't
for the
hide.
win. So
Well, you know what, to me, what's still funny about it, I remember I asked you one time, tell me about that wreck on the back straightaway. And he said, Jeff, it wasn't too bad. He said, all of a sudden that sun gun, when it hit, it went boom, and the air went out of me. I went, He said, okay. About the time I was trying to get my breath back again, he said, I hit again. It went,
It was knocking air out of me.
About the fourth time it went like it, he said, there was nothing to go about. You know.
Could you do that one more time, please? Thank you.
Well, I'm just saying, that's what he was doing.
I don't know what this guy in my ear means, but he says you got the ball.